The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. After Jesus had spoken, a Pharisee invited him to dine at his home. He entered and reclined at table to eat. The Pharisee was amazed to see that he did not observe the prescribed washing before the meal. The Lord said to him, "O you Pharisee, although you cleanse the outside of the cup and the dish, inside you are filled with plunder and evil. You fools! Did not the maker of the outside also make the inside? But as to what is within, give alms, and behold, everything will be clean for you." The Gospel of the Lord. For quite a while now, we've been listening to St. Paul rail on the Galatians. He starts out, last week he said, I should have preached on it, should have really emphasized. He said, "You stupid Galatians." Right? He's really railing on them. What the whole letter of the Galatians kind of has to do with is they're trying to revert back to the law, the practice of the law. So today, St. Paul talks to them about circumcision. They want to have themselves circumcised. I don't know why you want to have yourself circumcised, but anyway, they want to go back to that. Like somebody came in after Paul had preached the gospel and says, if you guys really want to be true children of God, you need to have yourself circumcised and abide by the entirety of the law. And they somehow took the bait and wanted to do it, and Paul's trying to bring him back. So when Paul speaks about the law in this letter, he's talking about them wanting to go back to this strict observance of the law that Jesus came to kind of set us free from in a sense. So that's what Galatians is about. Sometimes people interpret Galatians to us like Catholics who kind of follow guidelines and rules and do prescribed things as, hey, St. Paul is saying don't do that. No, St. Paul is not saying don't do that. He's saying don't get yourself circumcised. There's a big difference. So let's listen to St. Paul. St. Paul says that Christ came to set us free from the slavery of this heavy, strict observance of the law, but he didn't throw away the law. Jesus didn't throw away the law. He said, I did not come to abolish the law, but to fulfill it. And what is the fulfillment of the law? It's the law of love. That's what Jesus came to show us. So what St. Paul says here, he says, for in Christ Jesus, neither circumcision nor uncircumcision counts for anything, but only faith working through love. Jesus came to show us the law of love. And what is love? A total gift of self. Right there on the cross. Giving of ourselves completely. That's the heart of the law. And it took these kind of prescribed rules for centuries to kind of get us in tune with that, what love is. So Jesus comes to teach us the law of the love to give of ourselves. And then the gospel, Jesus isn't doing all the steps. He's not doing all the prescribed washings before he eats. He came to kind of fulfill the law, to give us the deeper meaning of the law. And the Pharisees don't get it. So Jesus says, but as to what is within, give alms, and everything will be made clean for you. That's kind of interesting. Jesus didn't say, you're free from it, just go have a free-for-all, do whatever you want, eat whatever you want. No, he says, first, give alms. Then it'll all be clean for you. What is alms? It's a giving of ourselves. It's a giving of whatever for whoever. Right? It's that giving of ourselves. That's the freedom that Christ came to set us free with, that law of love. So let's put that into practice. Let's give of ourselves. Let's practice that law of love that Christ came to set us free for, free to love, free to choose the good, and not revert back to slavery, not also go so far as to, we're all good, just do whatever you want. No. Love has guidelines. it's always directed to the good of the other through a total gift of ourselves.